Hey everyone, how's it going there? Gonna be doing some test hands for my Pendulum Magicians here, and I've been wanting to do a combo video, but it's kind of hard to do just straight up combos for the deck. I feel like it's just a deck that in order to show exactly what it can do, you need to do it through test hands, just because being Pendulums, you're kind of already tapped for, needing 2 cards in scales. And so yeah, I'll just shuffle this up and we'll get right into the draw 5 and then see what we can do. Want me to do or try a different build? Like right now I kind of got the Mythical Beasts and the small Supreme King package in here, but I'm not opposed to like taking out the Mythical Beast, throwing in Curtain Raiser, and maybe adding an additional way to get to my Supreme King engine. Just because, I don't know, like I've been a big advocate of the Mythical Beast this whole time, but in the reality of it is that I'm kind of starting to feel that it's unnecessary. Like the whole reason that I wanted to run the Mythical Beasts now is because of Hope Harbinger, and I find that it's just way more consistent for me to try to. I'll draw my 5 here now, anyways, done shuffling. But going into my Hope Harbinger, I actually don't need the Master Cerberus to get into it that much. Like pretty much any test hand can get me to my 3 negates, and I don't really need the Mythical Beast for that. So this kind of sucks, opening the Astrograph and the Stargazer Magician. I always get that rotten luck, but seeing these two isn't too bad. We got our Ash Blossom, which is good if we were going second. This isn't too bad of a hand. But, so we can't actually, yeah, this is something else. Something else. Okay, so we'll slap Stargazer in scale, and slap Wisdom Eye in scale, and use Wisdom Eye's effect, popping itself, to slap down a Black Fang in scale there. Astrograph will special summon itself out. Make sure everything's on screen there. Okay, there's, bam. Okay, we're good. And Astrograph will add another Wisdom Eye to hand, just like that. Okay, and how do we want to play this one out, eh? Let's normal summon our Harmonizing, link those 2 away, into our Electromite. And that will dump us, I guess another, can do both our Astrographs? Oh yeah, we can do both our Astrographs. Need both the Astrographs. Bam, Astrograph right there. Okay, and now we will pop the Stargazer with the Electromite, adding Astrograph to hand. Astrograph will special summon itself out, adding yet another Wisdom Eye. So we'll get all them Wisdoms right out of our deck, and then we'll draw 1 off the Electromite. And okay, another Harmonizing, so now I don't have to waste Oph's effect for that. That's nice. I mean, I would rather something else, but that's okay. We can work with that. So now what we can do is place the Wisdom Eye in scale, pop itself, getting out Oath Dragon, there it is. Lay that in scale, and okay. Now we're ready for our Pendulum Summon. Pendulum Summon out 1 Astrograph Sorcerer, 1 Stargazer Magician, and our Harmonizing, and let's do, I don't know, I guess Purple Poison from the deck there. And now then, we can at least get 2 negates, I believe, with this hand. Yeah, I think that's all we can go for. So we'll go for this Astrograph over here, and this Stargazer Magician. We'll go into a Starving Venom, And then, oh my goodness, I don't know if you could hear that, but my cat is going absolutely insane. Then we can do, and we will use Oak Dragon's effect before using the Starving Venom's effect. Add the Wisdom Eye back to hand because there's another Magician in scale. Now we will use Starving Venom's effect to copy the Electromite, pop the Oath, to add the Astrograph to hand. Astrograph will special summon itself out. And we will add Oath Dragon to hand. There we go. Now we're just about ready here for our... So this isn't too bad because we'll actually have a lot of cards in hand to proceed with additional plays next turn. But unfortunately, that's just what we got to work with. So I guess first off, yeah, what we will do is overlay with these two into Absolute, and link with the Absolute and the Electromite into Zephyr Metaltron, and that will bust out our Vortex Dragon. Now we can go with those two, and the poison gets banished into our second Starving Venom, popping the Fang to add something to hand. Let's get Harmonizing back, I guess, to hand. And then Black Fang was destroyed, so Astrograph Sorcerer gets special summoned out. And now we can overlay these two into Hope Harbinger. So now we got two negates. I'm sure with this we could have extended quite a bit into to try to get out a Naruto play, like if we had made a second Electromite, but to dump like a Chronograph. But again, a lot of the time I don't like doing a lot of work, and now we got 5 cards in hand off of that. And so now if they happen to break this board, you know, we play through an Ash Blossom, play through 2 negates there, and if they happen to break this board, we have a lot of comeback right here. We can still get a Naruto out, we can break their board by other means, so that's not too bad. You know, it's not too often that you you can always go for the 3 negates on the field, but you'll usually only wind up with like 1 card in hand, unless you open the nuts and you can get like an Ash Blossom and a Ghost Ogre and then get 3 negates on the field, and you're looking pretty good. But yeah, that's it for that. Alrighty, draw our 5 here. Alright, this is wow, that kinda it's not terrible. We got our Foolish, but we got one way of special summoning. Oh yeah, we could hit this. Foolish could definitely bait out the Ash. So yeah, let's Foolish. Foolish Hour. I mean, it just sucks that we opened that gate 0 because I'm only running a 2-in-1 actually. I'm not running the full Darkworm engine. And so yeah, he'll special summon out, no monsters. Then you can activate Chronograph in scale, pop itself, bust out Time Gazer. And now we can link up into Electromite. And Electromite will dump us an Astrograph. Alrighty, dump that to the extra deck there. And now what do we want to pop, eh? We can add ourselves another Chronograph, so we can get rid of this, a Gate 0. Which, yeah, I think we'll have, yeah, we'll end up doing that. We'll pop this Gate 0 with the Electromite, adding the the Astrograph, special summon it to add us a Chronograph. There it is. Okay, and now we get our draw 1 off Electromite. Oh. No, I don't want purple poison. If I could draw into a Wisdom Eye or an Oath for a Black Fang, that'd be beauty. Oh, look at that, Black Fang. What did I tell you? Okay, that's pretty good. So what do we want to hit up here? Might have to go into another Electrum, which ain't all that bad. Ain't too bad. This chronograph will come in handy. Okay. Yeah, we'll activate the Black Fang, activate the Wisdom Eye and Scale. Pop the Wisdom Eye to, yeah, that'll work. Pop the Wisdom Eye using its effect, then slap an Oath Dragon down in Scale there. Oath Dragon, oh wow, they're side by side. Okay, so Oath Dragon and Scale. Because a card was destroyed, Chronograph Sorcerer will go off, and we'll special summon out the Harmonizing and the Chronograph Sorcerer and the Harmonizing from hand. And now we can link with those two into another Electrumite. And that will dump us another Astrograph Sorcerer into the extra deck. Yeah, pop that Black Fang with the Electrumite to add the Astrograph to hand. It'll special summon itself, and we can add a Wisdom Eye to thin the deck, and then just make another Black Fang, I guess. We'll just do that here. We'll add Wisdom Eye because it was destroyed this turn. Activate it in Scale, pop it just to get that other Black Fang in Scale. We'll just do a little bit of deck thinning there, not that we have any more drawing that we can do. So what we can do now is overlay these two in the Electrumite zone. Sorry if that Electrumite was not on screen. Okay, that's a bit better. Now we're rocking. Overlay that into Absolute, and then link away with all three. Into Zephyr Metaltron, and of course the Absolute will break out Vortex Dragon. And now we can use Oath Dragon's effect to get out add Harmonizing from the extra deck to the hand because we have a Magician there. And now we're ready for our Pendulum Summon. So for our Pendulum Summon here, what we can do is Pendulum Summon out something like Chronograph Sorcerer. Let's do Chronograph Sorcerer there. And there we go, we got the Metaltron. Okay, Chronograph Sorcerer there. And let's do, I guess just Black Fang there. Doesn't really matter, as long as everything's dark anyways. Then Harmonizing from hand, and then Harmonizing from hand will bust out Oath Dragon from the deck. Okay. Shuffle that up good, not, because actually I don't think we even need to go in there anymore. Is that Harmonizing on screen? Okay. So let's contact fuse with these two into the Starving Venom. Okay, then this Starving Venom will pop the Black Fang to add, I mean, I guess we can do a Wisdom Eye to hand. Okay. Doesn't really matter, it's just something that we'll have for like the following turn. And of course that Black Fang will, because it was destroyed, will special summon Astrograph from grave. Now we go with those two into another Starving Venom, popping the Oath Dragon to add the Chronograph Sorcerer to hand and use its effect to special summon itself. Unfortunately, we can't special summon anything else out. But yeah, so we cleared the Oath Dragon out, added the Chronograph to hand, its effect kicked in because something was destroyed, it special summons itself out. Now we overlay with these two into a Hope Harbinger, and now we overlay with these two into a Naruto. And we have a Wisdom Eye in hand for next turn, so if we happen to top deck something like another Magician, just like that, then we'd be looking pretty good.